Hey guys, Delta here, and I got something different for you today. This is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. This is the main mission in the game, the story mission, and this is when I get the highest rank I've gotten, the S rank. It's the best rank you can get, not necessarily the best score, but the rank, yeah. The random pause, like you just saw, that's going to be happening a few times in the video because I was actually watching a hockey game while doing this. But yeah, I'm going to pop in and out during this video to kind of explain what I'm doing and give some tips. One of the first things you saw me doing here was marking enemies. That's incredibly important, incredibly useful. It's actually new for Metal Gear Solid 5. It's just really important if you want to maintain kind of awareness of your surroundings. And it's just useful for being able to know where enemies are.
To climb an obstacle, press the action button. There's a guard up there. If you're going to eliminate him, use a gun.
Okay, so you're going to see me turn off something called reflex mode here. It's also new for Metal Gear Solid 5. Basically what happens is when you get spotted, time will slow down for a few seconds and you'll be given the opportunity to line up a headshot to eliminate whoever just saw you. It's not always guaranteed to work because whoever saw you might be behind cover. But for me, I've put close to 20 hours maybe on this game, and I just know the missions really well, and I think it makes it too easy for me, so I like to turn reflex off for that added challenge. Another big thing is you gotta know where the enemies are. Going back to what I said with marking, I'm cutting right between two groups of enemies here, and I'm able to do that because I've played through this mission multiple times. I know where the enemies are. Even if I haven't marked them, I just have a general idea of where they are patrolling at that particular moment. So, yeah, it's just know where they are, cut through, and stay low is really the big one, because if you run around, you're gonna get spotted really easily. Now there's a guard that's gonna pop up right here. I wasn't sure if he was there or not, but he's there every time. If you play this game and decide to run the strategy, that guy's always there. You don't necessarily have to knock him out like I'm going to. You can just crawl by him if you want, but it's just easier that way, I found. So yeah, take him out. Another thing you just saw me do there is calling in your choppers early. If you know you're getting in to your target area, someone you need to rescue, you can just go ahead and call in an evac early. So by the time you get the target and get down to the rendezvous, the chopper's there waiting for you, which is really useful.
Situational awareness. Try it. That's the old prison area. The targets are there.
What the hell?
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ.
So you're going to see me skip the little cutscene that comes up here. The reason for that is there's a few cutscenes that go on during the game, and they actually add on to your total playtime. I did almost an identical run to this just before playing this one that you're seeing recorded, and I didn't skip any of the cutscenes, and it added about 15 to 16 minutes total onto my playtime. So by just that alone cost me the S rank. So if you are going for an S rank, definitely skip those because it just cuts down your time, and that's one of the biggest factors into getting an S rank on this mission. Again, I'm going to skip the cutscene here, but you'll see for a second a tape sliding out of the helicopter. That's a tape that Chico has. You can obtain it in a different way if you go about this scenario differently. But it's key to finding out where Paz is, the other target. So you're going to be able to hear a bit of that audio in the background, and it kind of just gives some keys to the environment and where Chico is taken to kind of figure out where Paz is. Obviously, like I've said, I've played through this mission, so I know exactly where I'm going. And I'm going to show one of the easier ways to get in there.
I hear vehicles. And a flag. Must be near the heliport.
So as you can see, there is a truck up here. Like I said, this is one of the easiest ways to get into the area Paz is being held, which is underground, and it can be accessed through the admin building. This is really easy to get in here because you can just hop in the back of the truck, and it's going to take you straight into that area of the base. Yeah, in my opinion, it's probably the easiest way to get in there on this mission.
Chico left the tape on record while he was being moved. Try using what you hear to find Paz. If you're still not sure, listen to the tape again. The surveillance camera. Opening front gate.
So, in the admin building, you really gotta be careful because this small walled-in area has a really dense cluster of guards and cameras, and if you're careless, it's actually just incredibly easy to get spotted. And then you're really in trouble because the AI in this game is pretty intelligent. If they spot you, they are gonna pull out the radios and call in for backup, and they will converge on you very quickly. It's not like Peace Walker, which is the most recent Metal Gear I had played before this, where it was actually pretty easy to lose guards if they spotted you. Even if they lose sight of you, they'll keep looking, and there'll just be a lot of guys looking for you.
Get down. Speak.
Now, depending on how quickly you progress through the level, guards are obviously going to be in different areas of their patrols. Usually by the time I get here, this guy up on the balcony, catwalk, whatever, he's down below there and he can spot me pretty easily. I got lucky that he's up there and was able to take him down and not have to worry about moving his body because there's a very low chance someone's going to find him up there.
You can now either interrogate him, knock him out, or kill him. His His life is in your hands.
So you definitely want to hide bodies whenever you leave them out in the open like that, knocking guys out, killing them, whatever. Like I said, the AI is very intelligent in this game, and it's just a careless thing to skip over because it can give away your position really easily. Hide them off in dark corners where they're not going to get spotted by guards on patrol, and you save yourself a lot of trouble, really.
Hey, we get confirmation on that garbage disposal yet?
Yeah, they just took care of it.
Alright, I'm heading back up top. Stay here and keep watch.
You got it.
Now this is funny because you can literally see me scramble around a bit in my movement. I made a careless mistake here and bumped into those pots that were up along the piece of cover I tried to move up against. That's one of those little details in the game that you have to watch out for. There's stuff littered all over the ground that if you walk into, it'll move around, it'll make noise, guards will hear it, so you gotta pay attention for that kind of stuff. It's a nice little detail, adds to the immersion. It's just one of the numerous reasons why I think Metal Gear Solid 5 has the best gameplay the series has really ever had. If they could remake the entire series in Fox Engine, I would buy it in a heartbeat.
Boss, get Paz onto the helicopter.
So what you see here is, again, from just playing through the mission multiple times and knowing where guards are going to be after shift changes. There's always a guard right there in that little intersection between the different rooms. So when you're coming out from grabbing Paz, if you go and get her second, just make sure you're alert. There's a guy right there, and there's also two more guys that are going to come down the stairs that we came from. They're coming down to actually check on Paz, so if you want to take them out, it's going to basically prevent the entire base from knowing that she's gotten loose. I choose to let them pass just because I want to get out there as quickly as possible, and because even if they find out she's on the loose, they're not going to go into full alert unless they actually spot me. And that was my key, is I wanted to finish the mission with no combat alerts. Also, by hiding those first two bodies, the guys that were down there when I went through that boiler room, the two new guards that came down don't see them. I did this before and left them out, and of course they spotted them, they knew I was there, and that created all sorts of problems for me. Now, it can be pretty tricky trying to line up shots on guards through the bars in these doors. It's doable, but I find more often than not, especially during the daytime side ops, I just get spotted, so it's not worth it. Slowly open the door, take those guys down, and you're on your way, really. Use the cover of the dark to sneak out of there, obviously. I'm in the light right now, which doesn't help, but no one's nearby to look at me, so I was good. Okay, so they're going on alert right now, but they aren't in combat status. They have sirens going, but they don't know where I am, so it's not going to affect your score. You're not going to lose points because of that. So if that happens, if they just say they're commencing a search and go into alert status, you're still fine. If they don't find you after a certain amount of time, they'll just leave you alone. It's when they go into combat status that you lose points. Now, this is a careless mistake I made here of just popping out and trying to take this guy down. I was actually really worried that having to make that retry to get around that and not have the alert would cost me my S rank, even though it doesn't deduct a lot of points. The scoring structure is different for each mission. And I would have been really frustrated if I did, to be honest. But it did not. I did not lose my rank as a result, so I was good. So we just drop back a little bit and continue on.
Stay away.
Now, this is ridiculous. I almost make the exact same mistake I just did again. I got a little impatient and almost did, but obviously got down before he spotted me. Went prone, so he's not going to see me. I'm covered by the barrier I'm hiding behind, and I'm just waiting for this guy to get in range. So I find with the tranquilizer, the Wu silent pistol, generally within 25 meters is when I can hit them guaranteed. Anything else, and you're having to deal with drop off, and it can be a little messy. Just not worth risking to alert them, in my opinion. Now, like I said earlier, I would just avoid using the sprint at all times in this game because especially during this mission, there's so many guards on the base that you're going to get spotted, almost guaranteed. I wasn't sprinting, I was just up and running. I had cover there, and there wasn't really anyone near me, so I could get away with it. And now we're getting pretty much to the end of the mission here. The helicopter's in, I got pause, I'm at the rendezvous. And that's how I did it. This could be done much faster. I'm sure I'm going to go back and use this strategy or something similar and be able to pull it off in a much faster time. But that's how I did it. That's how I got the S rank. And honestly, this video just changes things up on the channel for the first time in a little while. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to play this game, I believe it's $20 digital on PS3 360, $30 physical on PS3 360, and then $30 no matter how you buy it on PS4 and Xbox One. If you're a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, you're probably going to enjoy it. I'm loving this game. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll do more of these kind of explaining how I got S ranks on other missions if you guys like, because I only have one mission as of this recording that I haven't gotten S rank on. So that pretty much does it. Of course, I'm going for no kills, no alerts, none of that stuff, so I'm not shooting down at the guards from the helicopter here. And in a few seconds, Morpho's just going to pull us off the base, and Big Boss will close the door, and we will be on our way at the end of the mission. You'll get to see my scorecard here at the end. But again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.